Apologies for that, but good afternoon, welcome to Sport. Let's get talking right here, right now. Let's still deal with reactions that are trickling in following the court injunction that was placed on the start of the 2017-2018 Ghana Premier League season. Now, Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, George Afriyie, has been missing for quite a while, but finally our cameras were able to catch up with him, and he told us that in fact the court injunction which has caused the delay in the start of the league is quite a frustrating development for the association.
I'm sure, as you are already aware, I mean, matters of the courts, I mean, it's difficult for some of us to comment. And once you are aware that it's an injunction, it'll be difficult for me to comment about it.
How frustrating it is?
Well, it's frustrating. You have to, that one I need to admit. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. But, I mean, the question I keep asking myself, now who caused them?
But this puts the FA in bad light.
Well, it's one of the things that we have to find a way to eradicate from our football. It's not helping, actually.
And for the people out there who have this perception that season in, out, season in will go to court, what would you tell them?
Well, I think that as a regulatory body, we need to make sure that we look at our rules, and we also have to look within whether is this something that we are not doing right, and then if it's that, what can we do to tighten the rough edges and to make sure that the reoccurrence of these things does not happen. I mean, it's frustrating anyway, and I agree with you. Who definitely is among these challenges.
All right, so you know that saying that goes like women are their own enemies, or sometimes men are their own enemies. But in this case, since it's sports, we say clubs are their own enemies. Now, chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Kujo Fiano, has lamented the lack of transparency among the 16 Premier League clubs. Now, he makes reference to the fact that contracts that are signed between sponsors and the Ghana Football Association, details of such sponsors are not made available to the clubs. So sometimes, even when they are made available to them, there's a bit of a transparency issue. He spoke to my colleague Benedict Owusu.
We are our own enemies. When it's time for us to come together and back and bite, we are found wanting. Nobody can convince me that clubs are third parties when it comes to Ghana football. We are the main characters. We are the members of the Football Association. You're going to seek for sponsorship for the league. You need to send a proposal. In that proposal, you've listed 16 clubs as participants. Then you go for sponsorship. When you come and those 16 participants want to know what you sign on our behalf, you say they are third party. You will show it to them. This is what we have for you. You either take it or leave it. It is not right. And we sit down and we are treated over and over again, the same every year. Last year, if you remember, Gaka led a crusade against the Gala. When somebody was traveling from Sugakope, will be given 2,500 to travel to Kumasi. Then a team from Obuasi will be given the same 2,500 to travel to the same Kumasi. And we raised issues. The issues were being resolved. So it was decided that, okay, there must be a base. After the 2,500, now allowances must be paid based on distance. We did this. We saw some appreciation in the appearance fee and things like that. The event couldn't come on. This year, instead of building upon that, a back door was found. That now the whole thing is an invitational thing with Division 1 teams also participating. So if I look at the budget and I think that it will not meet what I'm going to do, I don't play.
Now, talking about Premier League clubs in Ghana, Bichim United, they play in the Ghana Premier League and they have lost a staunch supporter of the club in the passing of Pricilla Opoku, popularly known as Ebony. Ebony had some unflinching support, dying support for Bichim United, and she confirmed this to us in a number of interviews that we had with her, especially on George Addo Jr.'s show, that's on TV. And it's quite unfortunate. On touchline, actually, several times she told George Ado Jr. how much she loves Bichim United simply because she was from that part of Ghana. May her soul rest in peace. And Bichim United, I hope you are also consoled. I know she is irreplaceable for you as a supporter. But that's it for sport. Good afternoon.